Hello everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War 2 with this Polish-Lithuanian campaign. We will not linger too long, as we fought with the Greek army here last time, and I think I explained most things. So now we're gonna head over to St. Petersburg and do our battle there, as we bring in the army under the new general, Victor Frile. Notable members in this army, I do think, yeah, we have Cole's Cop, that artillery, and then we have the Grenadiers with the new special Grenadier unit for Majovskis, of course, because they held it down to, I think there were 40 men, and they still held the line, so someone thought it'd be appropriate to award them with a special uniform. In terms of their ability, they're basically the same. The difference is, of course, these guys are new, so they don't have the same boost as the other Grenadiers do. But I think these guys might be a little bit better, so it fits. With that said, before we go ahead and do this battle, I had an idea. A really bad idea, I should say. So, I haven't actually checked it out completely, but as far as I can tell, right, the amount of money you make out of a province doesn't matter how many people live in the province, right? So here we can see that we've got, let's see, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 5 million people live in the greater Polish region. And here we got 1.8 million. And we can see that the amount of money that we make from the different provinces come from the wealth of the province. So here we got close to 20,000 in wealth, which gives me close to almost 9,000 in income. Here we've got, you know, basically even less than half the population, but we still have 1,600 wealth, and so we make very close to well, I mean, we make 3,000 less here, which translates into about 3,000 less here. It's also part of the percentage of the province. Here they pay 45 to 32, but it doesn't the amount of population that lives in a province isn't affected at all by the money you make, right? So that does not affect. The only areas where population matters is they need to, of course, grow. Part of this, I don't know if it actually tracks with how many people live, or if it's just there needs to be a certain amount of increase going on here until you know, till all the villages pop up. But once the villages have all popped up, they're not gonna like retract because the people die. As I played this the last time as France, I had a massive drop where the Greater France region under me had like, I think it went up to like 100, I think it went to 120 million or something like that. In this case, it looks like there's 82 million in France right now. It went up to something crazy like that and then just plummeted down to, I can't remember, but it dropped like to 40 million or something, so massive. Everyone died. But like, it didn't matter. You know, you couldn't tell at all that had happened. So here comes the really bad idea that I had, right? As long as the villages are as long as the villages are done, you don't actually need the province to grow. In fact, certain provinces you might intentionally want to starve. And as a game mechanic, like if you want to do the meta, like in a meta way. So say if I conquer a region. In this case, we've got ethnicity, so it makes it even worse, actually. But in normal, it's religion, right? It's also pretty bad, starving people because of religion. But small provinces, or provinces with low population, you'll notice this once you start to, what's it called, profitalize? I can't. Once you start to convert provinces. When you start going overseas as a European nation, you want to turn these guys Christian, right? You notice that this goes a lot faster to turn this compared to a major like Ottoman province or something, because there live less people here, right? So you kind of see where I'm going, I think. In certain areas, like if you end up in India it takes a long time if you want to turn these Christian. So you don't have that negative bone or negative points. So it's gonna sound very British of me. But what if you know, if all the villagers are there, and it doesn't affect your money, but if there's less population, it goes quicker to convert them, so you need less soldiers to hold the province, so in turn making more money by starving them. So it's a big, I was it sounds really bad, right? But as a meta thing, and I mean, if we're talking about Britain, now I'm not playing as Britain, but if we're talking about India and Britain, there's some history there, right? So yeah, it's a really bad idea, but you know, I think what it is I think because Empire had this, when they started doing Empire, they had these grand ideas about all these different mechanics and stuff, but as Empire kind of, you know, it turned out pretty shit, to be honest, in certain ways. They had to scale back a lot of these things, like family trees and whatnot. And I think population probably had, like, I'm pretty sure starvation leading to revolution was a thing that was supposed to be in the original one, where, like, it was more important that you kept the provinces from starving, like you had food would have played a larger part, because of course a large part of what led to the French Revolution was the bad harvest, not just, you know, all the other stuff that happened, but a lot of the starvation that happened that sort of spiraled out into the revolution in France. So I think they were building off that, but because they kind of had to scale back and a lot of these stuff disappeared, and you end up with mechanics that didn't really work halfway. So I think in that sense, so you know, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have said anything, because now you guys gonna go ahead and starve, you know, the colonies maybe, or enemy territories, which is a lot worse in Empire 2, because you know, you don't have religion, you have ethnicity, which makes this so much worse, right? Not that it's any good starving religious people either, but, you know. Anyways, on that happy note, and soon it'll be Christmas and it's snow on the ground, let's have ourselves a battle, kill even more people, right? Let's go ahead and go to St. Petersburg. An area that certainly has seen its share of starvation, although in our case it's gonna happen in the future. Right, I bring 8,500 men, and there's 10,000 defenders, plus they get a reinforcement of, I can't see, I think that's 3,000, but I'm not sure. And on that happy note, let the slaughter begin. So, before we go ahead and start this battle, there's actually no snow on the ground, unfortunately. I wanted to show off the new Grenadiers. You can kind of tell which one it is. Here we got the Grenadier Brigade. Now it's got one unnamed third unit. I felt like, with that many chevrons, I can't delete it, so it's gonna have to stay. But now you can see Majovsky quite clearly against the others here. A lot whiter than the other uniforms. So there's the Majovsky Grenadiers versus the regular Grenadiers. And then also the Crown regiments, the new ones here. Almost like a cat's tail, an angry cat with its raised tail like that. So then we got those guys. Pretty nice looking. And with that, let's go ahead and start. Right, okay. So the enemy, I mean, firing up through this would make an absolute slaughter. But at the same time, it kind of feels like cheating to do that. But I don't know. The thing is, like, a lot of you guys were like, really liked the shotgunners. And you guys really liked the slaughter. Because you're sick in the head like that. No, I'm sorry. But, like, a lot of people seem to have liked that. Which I thought, a lot of people are probably not gonna like this. Like, this feels like cheating. These guys just slaughter everything. But a lot of you liked that. So, maybe I should just line the cannons up and shoot straight down this line. First things first, though, we're gonna get the howitzers in position. So, they're gonna be able to bombard. The Hungarians gonna move up and they're gonna cover towards the little units that are situated here. The meat and potato line infantry will advance. We got a few walls here. Maybe we can go ahead and do a little bit of micro to align them there. Since the crown regiments are new, I kind of placed them in the middle. So hopefully they'll easily reinforced by the brigades next to it. We've got the Slavonian Freikorps. I keep saying new names for them every single time, so gotta bear with me there. The enemy hasn't deployed the single cannon, the single 3-pounder, which would otherwise be targeting the winged hussars. The winged hussars will be joining here and moving forward. And so now we've got the entire line moving. I've got my old demi cannons lined up here, so they could definitely start targeting this. But I guess we'll go ahead and have the 24-pounders. Set them up somewhere. Maybe I'll just spread them out along the line. I don't know if there isn't really a good area. I guess here. But then I would have to place them in front of the wall. So all the way up here. To fire down this. And maybe we'll use the 6-pounders instead. For close support to these guys. Or maybe here. No, there's less troops here. It's going to be more of a battle around this area. What does the Russian have? Black Sea Cossacks. They actually got horses hidden in the woods. Guards? 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 Tsar's guards? Other guards? Peter the Great's guards? Oh, it's all foot guards. The entire line, all the way there, is just foot guards. The Crown Regiment's gonna have a tough time fighting against all of those guards. Right. Let's go ahead and cut forward to the point where since the enemy is graciously allowing to get all my troops in position, let's wait until they are all in proper positions, and then we'll start the battle proper. The battle starts a little bit sooner than I'd hoped. We've got a Russian heavy cavalry moving in to attack on my left flank. Looks like they're heading for the Hungarians, but they're gonna snag on to the 32nd Regiment before they reach the Hungarian line. And then we've got Russian Pardurs moving in the open here as my entire 24-gun battery is setting up. Cole's Cop in the center. I've set them all to fire canister. We got some kind of hunters moving around. Some, what are these? We've got the skin of the animal. What on earth is wrong with these guys' faces? What is this? It's an absolute mess. And now it's a real mess because Canister just took that guy's head off. It's too early for it to be Chernobyl, but who knows. It definitely looked like they had some sort of severe defect. We're gonna see about moving the lines forward and kind of see if we can create some action here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the Freikorps. Jesus Christ, they cover a large area. Let's get the Freikorps out in front of the Crown Regiments. We'll get the Crown Regiments to back them up. Because there's so many guards, I don't feel like putting the Crown Regiments, given that kind of hard attack. We're gonna get the Grenadiers starting to move up here. I've got the 6-pounders, which I'm hoping to set up. It kind of goes a ridge along here. I'm trying to set them up here. And a flank. Right, we've got some of the guards activating. Then I've got the winged hussars ready to move up here on the Cossacks. Looks like we got some kind of cavalry attack coming in again. They're gonna try the same. We've got some Russian discount winged hussars. They're LARPing winged hussars, and this is what happens to them. The Paradeurs still hold on, but the cavalry and those deformed hunters are in full retreat. Looks pretty good, these guys. But there soon won't be a lot of them left. Right, let's get the light infantry. Are these bombardiers actually gonna use some kind of bombardier? No. It seems like a pretty old unit because they still got those old, like, French cuffs on the uniform. All the attacks that have been leveled onto these batteries have been seen off. I'm gonna tell them to hold fire. We're gonna select round shot, and I'm gonna order them to fire straight up here, and we're gonna see what we can do. There's an engineered detachment looking very fancy here in the front. Then we've got the pikes, the people of the earth. What do we have back here? Some kind of unit. I've still got a lot of these old, like, Streltsky kind of looking unit. Not super impressed by the battery fire that we just got there. There's the Paradeurs are back. Oh, look at that. Firing all across the line. And here comes the Cossacks of Crimea and the horse archers. The new unit of the Mayovskis gonna stand right in the way of these. We'll cheat and form square after they've charged us. I'm gonna bring in the winged hussars already. And we're gonna see how we're getting rid of those guys. Am I still... Looks like I'm still bouncing pretty good shots through here. Maybe instead of aiming for the unit back here, I should be aiming for this one right here. There we go. You'll see that. You'll probably be seeing a lot more of that in the replay rather than right now. Oh, they're actually swinging in, focusing in a lot of fire here. I'm gonna move up these three to aid in this. And then I need to get rid of these cavalry units like yesterday. I've got the 2 6-pounder batteries. There's no way that's going to stand against my winged hussars. I'm going to get the grenadiers up here quick and ready soon as possible. 6-pounders right up behind them. Spread out formation is going to save a lot of these units. And I've placed these guys far enough behind that they're not taking massive amounts of hits. We just tore down this house. You know what? Can I think these guns all the way back here could probably fire. The more of the cavalry I get rid of, the better. And now the howitzers will join in. The paraders still stand, and they're doing quite a bit of damage on me. I'm gonna move these guys forward, and I'm gonna bring up the Hungarians as well. There goes the enemy general. We're doing quite well here, or okay-ish for now. Without aid in the long run, it's not gonna go well. Alright, form square. I want to see how close I can get these batteries. We're standing neck and neck with the 9th Foot Guard right here. Okay, get these 6-pounders. Ready. Go ahead and deploy them. We're going to set them for canister. Okay, the winged hussars have done their job. Now see those stupid horse archers off the field entirely. The 9th is about to give way, which is good. Which means I can move these 3 grenadiers out of the way, and we're going to give space on the other side as well by moving the other 2. I hope I haven't set these guys too far back on the hill. No. Should be fine. You know what? I'm wondering if firing a round shot could work better. These guys for round shot, firing on the bombardiers. These guys on canister, firing up the side here. We've got more and more units moving around here. Switch to canister for these guns. More and more cavalry attacks going in around there. Okay, so we missed this bombardment, but seemed to have done well because this guy is not happy with his position, and these guys are suffering as well. Let's not move the winged hussars too far away. But one should definitely see off those archers. Right, so we're doing pretty well. Hopefully we'll send these guys off. Oh, completely missed here. Flank attack by the convicts have opened up the flank here, which is not great. Luckily I switched these to canister just in time, so they're doing damage to the units that are moving forward here. The side constantly attacked by cavalry, but it's holding on. And with this cavalry gone, there's still 100 of them, so they're gonna come back. I want to see if I can trigger the units here to come against us. I don't want them to turn up later on. These guys are gonna have to cover quite the area as I move forward here. More and more Russian units are turning up here. And so we need to focus a lot more fire here. And the howitzers need to be firing over here as well. I'm gonna move the hussars back because they're now getting shot. Alright, we've sent those guys off. The grenadiers in the woods doing fine. Switch to canister and see about getting rid of that. Heavy losses for the middle unit. I'm thinking some of the 2 middle units probably receiving fire, but also receiving possibly fire from their allies. Okay, more and more Russians are coming through here, which I don't really like, but we're pushing in a lot of canister. Okay, this guy is about to get attacked, and we did trigger some of these. The square is set up fine. Good amount of fire coming in here. We've got the howitzer shots landing, taking care of that, and the canister of the throwing axes. Who's gonna win? Canister from the artillery? Or them doing some throwing axes bullshit? Convicts going in. You know what? I'll compress through 2 units in the center. And then we can bring in the guys on the side a little bit more. don't seem to be doing that much damage here. Switch to round shot and fire to those guys in the further back. Okay, I'm tired of you guys. You're gonna get run over by my winged hussars. Let's see what's going over here. Looks fine. Gonna target a little bit more specific here. Maybe what I should have done is move the crown regiments to actually fill the gap here. Crown regiments so far hasn't done anything in this battle. And the light troops here seem to be doing fine. I could rotate these guys out and instead having the crown regiments start dealing with these guys. These guys definitely dealt with by canister, square, holding on. The howitzers dealing with these. Howitzers continue firing over here. I want the heavy guns now to target more of the cavalry back here. Okay, we get constant canister now. Aiming in on this unit. It is gone. I want round shot target through there. Right, the infantry brigade has now succeeded in dealing with those enemies. Forward and start leveling fire into that. The winged hussars just run over those guys. I've been firing 6-pounder round shots into these. We haven't done all that much damage into these guards at all. I think we might get better assault by firing on this guy. Lines are stable throughout. The constant bounce of shot through here, you'd imagine more of them would be dead. That shot right there, that took out a lot of them. It might be time here just to try and get rid of all of these by ordering in the winged hussars to deal with that. But as soon as I start to move there, I think they will activate a lot of these guys, which I'm currently just now slaughtering with no opposition whatsoever. Thieving Cossacks, there's still quite a lot of them. I want to order these guys a little bit further forward. Maybe we can go ahead and activate these. Where did I put my... There. I don't think the hussars can take on these guys full on. But if they go against the Hungarians, I can definitely throw them in. Oh, we got flanked by guard units. I'm not going to make that mistake again. We're going to pull these guys back. Not a lot of damage here. Maybe the 6-pounder is better off firing over here. Although now I will hold. Yeah, that definitely did some damage. But now we're going to bring in the winged hussars. Destroy them that way. I wonder if we're doing a lot of useful damage firing through here, or if it's just missing. Getting some few good bounces. Alright, they're coming in. Dealing with the 3rd Hungarian foot. We're gonna bring in the 3rd Hussar. Gonna see about doing some damage there. Alright, the Hussars have joined the fight. I think the enemy was able to do some damage on us there. They didn't stop firing. Form into a regular line. And then form on this side. And then the crown regiments will fill the gap and kind of join in this. As the cavalry is now mostly past, I'll have the 6-pounders open fire again. Right, we got thieving Cossacks turning around. We'll turn these guys around. Oh, they went directly for the Hussars? Let's have the Hungarians hurry in and aid that. And then I'll pull these guys out just to have this unit move in. So we'll hit them twice. Got a fire off. Don't think it was very useful. Oh, it's a pike regiment. I didn't realize that. I'm surprised the other... God damn it, just fired into the friendlies in the back. I'm surprised the first one didn't lose more men. As soon as their line stabilized, so did the amount of enemy casualties. Hussars pull off, as I don't want you to... God damn it. They are broken and routing. The Hungarians will form square, anticipating cavalry coming from all sides. Oh, you're not happy with the convicts throwing axes up your side? That's how tough the Russian Guard is. They have yet to be broken, even with the charges of the winged hussars. Right. Convicts were sent away. Back to round shot. Bounce up through the center. The square was broken by the Donetsk pikers. Oh, what's that? Oh, and the bloody enemy cavalry over there actually made sure the Hussar got removed. Even with that, when the Hussars actually suffered heavy losses, I'm hoping that that looks like... No, that's not any cannon shot bouncing through. They've got spikes there, but they're facing the wrong way, so I shouldn't have run them over. Let's get the Grenadiers forward here, and get the light troops forward as well. Oh, the guns up here. Still firing for those cavalry units. They've been targeting the lances here. I'll order them to hold fire. There's a risk of them shooting through our own. Oh no! I thought there would be... Surely the Cossacks would have been going for my troops out here. But that was not the case. Forming square now though, so we should be fine. Even through all this, all the amount of fire that I've put down on those guards, those Russian guards hold on, which I find quite surprising. Those are some tough bastards, to say the least. Right. The Cossacks were sent away. Oh, now they start to move here, all of them. It's a little bit late, as I've now got all the batteries currently firing, aiming for that area. Looks like we got a cavalry unit moving in there in the back, all the way out there. Horse archers. Could be that they've started filtering in the reinforcements, which works just as well, because they will be going straight into my fire. Right, we will retire slightly. We don't have to be that close to town anymore. So I'll retire a lot of the troops. They should move as fast as possible. I kind of want to... We have plenty of troops. I could possibly charge these guys down. But... you know what? We'll do it. And then this line will continue to advance. I think it's time to move these guys forward. Guns here continuing to fire through. Plus the fire from the what's it called? The howitzers. Let's go ahead and see if we are able to overwhelm the Russian guards just by our numbers. The guards of Peter the Great, my units are actually faltering. There's 23 men of the Russian guard left. And no wonder we're being broken. It's like, what's it called? They've gone on and used like that filter they used on what's he called? Fancy Mr. Squidward. Handsome Squidward, I should say. They used that kind of filter on the Russian guys. 18 men, and they actually sent away almost 400 of my men. They were like, damn, these Russians fight like demons. Back, men, back. Quickly rallied once they stopped hearing the Suka-bled balalaika. Hold fire, switch to canister, and rip that forest to shreds. Blast anything that come out of that stupid town. Okay, let's organize this a little bit so that we don't shoot our own men. And there's the reinforcements. I would say though that given what we see right now, there's no way they're gonna win unless the reinforcement... I missed something, and the entire reinforcement's made up of a bunch of guard units. Oh, there's the guns. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if we can't move and hit the reinforcements before they're able to actually do anything. So 3 brigades, actually 4 brigades, if you count the hussars as well, plus the horse-drawn artillery. Or all artillery is hopefully horse-drawn, as it would be rather heavy to move them by manpower. Right, we've got a bunch of horses and crap hiding out here. Let's see if we can't organize a little bit, get rid of them, clean out the town. These guys focus all the guns on this. I think we're gonna get one major, like, broadside, if you will, of the guns firing on this one unit. Let's gain some ground, and I'm sure we'll rout this one. Okay, so there goes the entire battery, and I think we took 28 men out of that unit. So not super impressive. Hold fire, select fire on your own. The hussars took out what they could. The rest of the brigade is moving forward. I mean, the battle is, at this point, definitely won. We just have a few units that is hiding out. I think this guy might have been hit by a little bit of canister. Actually, not as much as I thought. One guy. This unit took more damage in the melee fighting, I imagine. Switch to round shot and tear down that stupid town. The Tsar's passing. The Cossacks going for this guy up here. Maybe just make... Oh, they're placing spikes? Which way are they placing the spikes? I do not care. They've... I think they've made... Yeah, they made pike squares. Let's charge in as quickly as possible. And then... get the 2 6-pounders. Up pretty close here. There's a hill. Stop them from building those spikes. Hitting the Volga Pour. You know, as a lord, you can never hit the pour enough. Get the guards in place. Light infantry move to the side with the houses, and then the crown regiments will be behind the guns. You know what? Hit that one. Quickly now. Alright, hussars come in and aid here. I think we should be it should be fairly easy victory for us over here. Unless the howitzer is firing that way, which would be very bad. Oh, the 24-pounder lost 2 cannons? I didn't even realize. Probably through friendly fire. Can't imagine the enemy shooting at us like that. You're about to get sandwiched. Get the hussars out of there. Deploy the 6-pounders. Prepare for the final part of the battle. I ordered you to leave that area. Even so, if the 11th Winged Hussars were broken in the process. I ordered you to leave, damn you. The 11th was broken, losing heavy amount of troops. I ordered you specifically to leave multiple times. But you didn't listen, and here's the response. I've got artillery aiding out. Right, now we lost another one. We got broken. See what's going on here. The hussars did their job. Hungarians close in. Maybe we can get some of the guys in the village to actually come out and fight. 24-pounders, I ordered them to fire at the houses, but it's kind of pointless. They are basically spent at this point. They can't really be moved to join in any meaningful capacity. We'll order these guys to fire at will. The enemy is getting rather close. I'm gonna switch the guns to fire canister. Focus in. Sorry. Focus in on the square. Let's wheel up this part of the Grenadier Brigade. Get the Winged Hussars in order. I'm guessing this right here is the last. We'll see of the Russian forces. 1 unit of thieving Cossacks over there. Actually, what we can do is we can have the rest of these 2 brigades move through the town. And then the hussars moving up there. Looks like they're going heavy after the Winged Hussars. I think at this range we might actually do better firing round shot at these troops. If we can level more muskets out of the light troops, we'll put 1 inside the house. And then if we can level more muskets from these guys. Oh, the thieving Cossacks. Deploy something like there. I think most of these guys are ready to give up. Don't you guys think so? The Paradeurs is a light infantry unit. They should give up soon enough as well. The grenadiers will order to advance. The cannons and the light infantry will now be the focus. I'm a little bit concerned about these guys getting too close because the howitzers are firing on that. Right. People of the Earth. We are from Mars. I don't know. Anyways. Screw off. Ooh. Hot damn. Hot diggity. Jesus Christ. We'll nickname this episode the Slaughter episode. Not just because of my horrible theories about slaughtering or starving people to death as a part of imperial conquest, but just by the sheer amount of people that got slaughtered here by cannon and all other means, really. What holds out is a square. There's a square right there that holds out, and it seemed like some guys are rallying all the way out here. I'll be ordering the hussars forward. These guys are retreating. The Grenadier Brigade is moving forward. 6-pounders targeting anything they can. The square is actually giving up even before I ordered the 6-pounders to target them. The 6-pounder... Oh, there we go. We are victorious. And there's no point in lingering here, so let's go ahead and call it a victory, shall we? St. Petersburg is ours. Here's the result of the battle. Fitting with the team, it was an absolute slaughter even for the reinforcements. Out of 13,000 men deployed by the enemy, only about 300 made it out alive. On our side, we deployed 8,550, where which 2,300 were left dead on the field. Which means a total of 15,000 people are strewn across the field outside of St. Petersburg. A lot of food for the crows. In terms of who killed what, we can see the one 24-pounder horse guard unit managed to kill 1,200 people, followed by the next one killing 900. Then we have a winged hussar killing close to 700, and we got another of the 24-pounder horse gun. Then the 6-pounders come up here. More winged hussars, Hungarians, howitzers, and the list goes on. General staff gaining 31. I'm interested to see which one of these it could be. I mean, it could really be any one of the... Well, we can tell the one that killed most, and then the second one, and then the third. One of these is Cole's Cop, so that's pretty good. We've got a member unit, possibly at the top, or at least top 4. Wonderful victory at St. Petersburg, and I'm gonna check here. Cole's Cop has... It ended up number 2nd. There was another battery that got more. I'm guessing it was the one deployed to the left side, and Cole in the middle. Right. St. Petersburg captured. We got a little crappy force right there. Gonna out-resolve. Completely killed. 130 losses on our own side. It's gonna cost me 15,000 to replenish. Oh god, not 15,000. It's not like I have 800,000 in reserves. We're gonna pair everything. Unfortunately for me and the Russians. What the crap? They have 2 naval boards? That's wildly inappropriate, and I will burn down both of them to have one as a theater. We improve the life of the Russians by adding entertainment. This army is gonna have to head up and deal with what's left up in Finland. But for next episode, we'll hope that Joseph Anton and Miloslav is gonna reach Moscow. And then I think for the final battle, it's gonna take a while for me to reach the very outskirts of this frozen hellhole called Russia. This battle is gonna be interesting. It's all Volga poor. And then some of these demented hunters. Jesus Christ. That, I don't know how many troops. If that's like a almost a full stack, like 20 units or so, the Volga poor, and there's like 350 in each of these. That's a lot of people. But Moscow is the next target. I felt like this battle took quite a long time, so I should end this as soon as possible. And I will end this like I always do. With all this talk of slaughter, it's time to end the episode. And with that, I will say, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.